So we decided to start with concept in response to the invitation to dinner idea. We began with mind maps, looking at what we think an invitation to dinner involves and celebration. We looked a lot at the ritual of it, at the food, and how it differed and how it was the same in different cultures. So we focused on celebration. The other element about our bridge was that it's the only bridge that has trees on. So we felt there were two kind of key points that we should incorporate together. It's also near to a market, so we thought people could buy food and make food. And the interesting thing about it having the trees on the bridge was that it would change as the seasons change, so it would appear differently.
So we wanted to design a space that brought people together, involving the food, and just sort of meeting place and maybe a collaboration of people coming together, and maybe even different generations of people.
So to begin coming out with the forms, we started looking at at the bridge. We started looking at different forms in the area. The triangle form is something that we all decided was quite strong. So we wanted to take it further and look at how we could use that to create a larger structure. So we began looking at tessellations, triangles, and manipulating into different surfaces. And playing with the light and the shadows and seeing how that would react through the day and night. And the connections as well between the triangles. And we wanted to make sure we had all that so that we could then go further and design individual modules that would populate the surface of the board.
We decided to incorporate plants, just to tie in again with the fact that it's the only bridge with trees on. What we thought we could do is we could use herbs that could be incorporated in the design as one of these triangles could hold a plant pot essentially. This could then be taken down and cooked with by the people that come. So they'd be growing on the surface. We had the idea that it would be interesting to have different coloured herbs. So we found a few different varieties, some were purple, some were yellow. Because as from far away, they would form different patterns, different colours on the surface as you looked at the bridge. It was also an idea that it could be a nice place for people from the school that's nearby and also elderly people to come together and interact with each other, and also educational for the children.
Just to explain the diagram there is to the draining system. If you have plants, obviously we need to get the water out. So what it is there's a hole at the bottom which gathers all, it's this shape, so it gathers all the water, and the bottom part can twist off and pull it down, and that means you can empty that out, put it back up. So when you're underneath the structure, nothing's dripping on you, and you can easily take that off.
Okay, this is the idea of where the seats would be stored. Because of the patterns and the forms that are already in the fence along the side of the bridge, we thought it would be interesting for the seats to sort of follow suit with the form, and they could actually be pushed in between the different pillars and pulled out when necessary.
This is just to explain where the cooking would happen. Have sort of like the barbecue in the middle, and to incorporate the trees, because it's the only bridge in the world that has the trees on it, we've got tables around the trees, so so people can sit around and they can also cook in the middle and speak to each other.
The triangle pattern would also be repeated through each of the elements, just to pull it all together. And we had the idea that we could have lanterns that would be placed in the trees that aren't used within the form, just to make it more inviting for listeners.
And we used a parametric design software called Grasshopper. So it takes one of the individual tessellations we made in triangles and then creates a surface out of it. And these would be, so each of the little triangles on the surface would be a series of herbs or plants that you would then use to cook with. And this final rendering of it on my bridge